What's up, gamers? Welcome back. Oh my god. Anyways, again, welcome back. This is a new video brought to you from the inside of my closet, which is where I record my voiceovers, if you're curious. Very effective with all the sound barriers. I don't know where I was going with that, but how are you? Thanks for tuning in. It is currently 2 a.m. and I'm awake because I napped at a terrible time earlier today and now I can't fall asleep. So I thought I'd do a little draw and chat digital edition. Yeah, that's right. She's finally going digital. No more pencils and erasers, no more brushes and paint. We're gonna throw that shit in the trash because we're in the future. The metaverse, maybe? I don't know. It's only new to me and I can't really trash these because they're expensive. But you know what's even more expensive? This iPad and the pencil. Shout out to Jen, Jackie, and my dad for this. But yeah, very late to the digital game, but I'm here now and I've been enjoying it so far. So we're gonna do some drawing tonight. Yeah. This is my very first drawing tablet.
I just drew a straight line.
I'm thinking of naming it Penelope. My other Mac products are also named with a P. And yes, I'm the type of person that name inanimate objects, okay? I just do. It makes me happy. These are the specs if anyone's curious, and I'll be using Procreate. I really resisted going digital for a very long time. I think I'm a pretty stubborn person, especially in the way I do things. When I find a way that works, I usually don't have the urge to change it. Maybe it's a comfort thing, but yeah, I like analog art making, like drawing and painting, because it's familiar. And with so much time and effort put into it, I think I can say that I'm good at it. So if I'm confident in the skill, I find myself asking why I would bother exploring different options. And fortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, industries and the world in general kind of changes and evolves, and everything has been moving digitally for quite some time, so I think it was only a matter of time before joining in. I felt guilty for a long time drawing digitally because I felt like I was cheating or taking the easy way out, but that feeling eventually faded when I realized my skills didn't disappear or lessen when working digitally. They were just kind of used in a different way. The internet makes digital art look so simple, and it's definitely not. It's a whole new challenge, but I've been having fun. It's been saving me a lot of time too because of the undo button. I think I've been able to go easier on myself with creating new ideas because of the access to the undo. I find myself more willing to take risks since it can be easily undone or redone with a tap of a finger. As you may have noticed, I am a bit nocturnal. Big fan of drawing at night, or just being awake at night in general. The dark has always been very comforting to me. It clears my mind of a lot of distractions, and it feels very calming to be surrounded by this quiet, blank void, if that makes any sense. Kind of like that scene in Get Out when he drinks the tea and he's transported, but without the context of the movie, because we don't want that. We just want the peace and quiet of the empty space. Sometimes when I feel anxious, I'll tend to squeeze myself, like hugging my arms to my torso or squeezing my hands into fists. It's definitely like a self-soothing thing I catch myself doing. I think it's me trying to hold myself together. But the dark gives me that same squeezing sensation when you're kind of surrounded by the nothingness. Kind of like claustrophobia in a good way. The darkness acts as a blank slate for me to release all my worries. And, since I can't see anything, there's nothing to worry about. I don't really know why I shared that or where this voiceover is going. Did I edit this out or is it still here? We'll see. It was probably very unnecessary, but so is 80% of the stuff on the internet, so why not add my piece of garbage to the dumpster fire? Whenever I get these random bouts of thought, I will usually write them down on my phone anyway, so now I'm recording them. I used to physically write in a journal, but I couldn't do that in the dark, and as we have learned today from this video, I really like being in the dark. Writing my thoughts down helps me get them out of my head, it becomes a physical thing that I can see in front of me, and it's no longer just floating around in my brain. It gives me a chance to reread them, and most of the time kind of tell myself hey, that makes no sense, and you were overthinking something that does not need to be overthought. And I can try to simplify the thing that was in my head and understand what the original idea or concern was. That's my tip of the day. Write things down and reread them to yourself, especially if you don't enjoy talking to another person, which is me. With these videos, it acts as a way for me to reread things, especially listening to it back and editing it. It's pretty much me talking to myself. Is this self-therapy? Is that a thing? I don't know. Either way, it's a good release, removing one of the many thoughts in my head. So I have one less thing to worry about. I don't know if these voiceovers are any good, so please let me know if you would prefer background lo-fi music as I draw, or if you enjoy these nighttime rambles. I'm literally just sitting in my closet talking to myself. What a vibe. Feedback is always appreciated. Here are some of the finished images of what I drew. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you in the next one. Until next time. I'm gonna crawl out of my closet now. Woohoo!